did just get some new information into CNN. The mother of the shooter was interviewed by CNN affiliate Televisa. Listen to what she had to say.
I have no words. I have no words to say. I don't know what he was thinking. He had his reasons for doing what he did, and please don't judge him. I only want the innocent children who died to forgive me.
What do you tell their families?
Forgive me. Forgive my son. I know he had his reasons.
What reasons could he have had?
To get closer to those children, instead of paying attention to the other bad things. I have no words. I don't know.
Only grief here.
What's going on, y'all? Ground Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And today, man, we got I guess this is what was supposed to be the first video to this whole thing, but I scratched it. And this is about your boy Salvador Ramos, man. If you don't know who he is, you've probably been hiding under a rock. But today, we're going to meet the parent. This article here is by the Daily Beast. Texas school shooter's dad. He should have just deleted me. Let's see what the dad has to say for himself. Does the dad seem like a stand-up citizen? Or is the dad going to show a little bit of why Lil Ramos was a degenerate himself? Maybe it's double degenerates. Let's get it. The father of the 18-year-old gunman who killed 21 people at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas this week wants the world to know he is sorry. I don't think anybody's going to take your apology for that. Not for a while. In an interview with the Daily Beast on Thursday, Salvador Ramos said, "I just want people to know I'm sorry, man, for what my son did." I mean, yeah, it's understandable, but yeah, your son is just an evil being. Quote, "I never expected my son to do something like that," Ramos, 42, added. "He should have just deleted me, you know, instead of just doing something like that to someone." I don't know what kind of relationship y'all had where you feel like he should just did you in. His son, also called Salvador, shot his grandmother in the face on Tuesday and drove away with her car before running the truck into a ditch outside of Robb Elementary and opening fire on a 4th grade classroom. The teenager whose attack has claimed the lives of at least 19 young children and 2 adults was killed at the scene. That's crazy, man. He got that many numbers done before anybody really went in there and handled business, man. Y'all see how the police was out here peeing in their pants and stuff, and you got folks like Marquise talking about some, yeah, the police, man, they do right, man, they do right, man. He's trying to be goddamn Brandon Tatum Jr. It was the deadliest school shooting in the U.S. in nearly a decade. Ramos said he was at work the day of the shooting and only learned of it when his own mother called to tell him in a panic. He started calling the local jail, asking them if his son was there. Eventually, the realization sunk in. "They killed my baby man," he said. He added, "I'm never going to see my son again, just like they're not going to see their kids, and that hurts me." I mean, I can understand them being hurt, but I'm pretty sure nobody's feeling any type of emotion for you. The Daily Beast spoke with Ramos on the porch of his girlfriend's home east of Uvalde, where he has been living for several years. The house and bushes outside were adorned with blue and white streamers for a graduating senior. At times, the tough-spoken Texan broke into tears. So I guess he was supposed to graduate, but he didn't. Yep, that's messed up, man. You gotta stay the course in these streets. At least get your graduation going, man, if anything. The details of his son's attack were horrifying. According to authorities, he purchased 2 rifles and 375 rounds of ammunition in the lead up to the massacre and barricaded himself inside the classroom for over an hour. One student recalled him telling the children in the classroom, "It's time to die." That sounds actually pretty scary, man. That's something that's gonna live with that kid for the rest of their life, no matter what. If they hear that on a movie, that's gonna have them cold sweats waking up. I can see it, man. Despite the horrific slaughter he carried out Tuesday, Ramos insisted that his son was a good person who stuck to himself. He claimed to have no idea why his son became so violent or why he chose to target the school. I feel like parents always say that, even when the kid probably wasn't really that good. And it's clear that this kid wasn't really that good. And he may have stuck to himself, but that's not the stories that I've been hearing, man.
Ivan also says he knew the gunman well and described him as a bully.
Salvador Ramos was a boy who was not bullied. He would try to pick on people but fail, and it would aggravate him. I would like to get that out of the way. He was not bullied.
And I saw like a group of kids on one video saying that, you know, he was weird and you know, they had to stop hanging with him because he was doing offset stuff. And then I think Black Light Revelation said that he was on Twitch and he was telling girls he would grape them, and he said everybody deserves to be raped, and he's harassing women and getting their numbers when they don't know it. Talking about some, yeah, aren't you wondering how I got your number? You know, what are them lame kind of creep guys, man? Like what are the horror stories? If y'all ain't checking them out, man, go check out the what's the dude's name, man? IMR horror stories. Check them out. But it's like that, and yeah, and I guess he was saying some crazy stuff to the girl and everything like that. So I don't think he really stuck to himself. He obviously wasn't a good person. You have to just go ahead and take this L, Father. Your son was an evil demon, and that's that. But anyway, but he said he did notice one change in his son in recent months. A pair of boxing gloves he purchased and started testing out at the local park. I said, "Mijo, one day somebody's going to kick your ass," Ramos recalled. I started seeing different changes in him like that. I don't know. It's funny that you say he saw a change in him with a pair of boxing gloves. Like, why didn't he go and take that boxing gloves and be constructive, man? All the people I know that took up boxing, they made them like a better. I feel like it made them a better human. Some guys, it's like it's quelled their spirit. Like, they're still probably a piss poor human, but it has it's kept them off of the streets and kept them from doing crazy stuff like Ramos did. So I don't know. Like, that's offset to me. He went and got some gloves, but then he said, "Oh no, I want to go straight for the gun, goddamn, straight for the gun." Next, the younger Ramos reportedly had a poor relationship with his mother and had dropped out of high school ahead of his graduation this year. His father admitted he had not spent much time with him lately because he was employed outside of Uvalde. He digs holes around utility poles for inspection and because of the pandemic. So I guess that kind of maybe that plays a part in some of these little school shooters' brains, man. You know, they're always having issues with their parents or at home. Like not really having issues maybe, but the parents are not in the kids' life. Like, you're not checking on your little kids and everything, and they're in there cutting the heads off of bats and stuff, and then you're wondering why things like this happen. And then if you do find out that they're doing something crazy, you might say something, "Johnny, stop that! Johnny, stop that!" You guys don't lay the wood like I don't know, like some of the people in the black community would, I guess. I don't know, like or any other immigrant community, I guess. I don't know what the hell is going on there. I don't know how the Latino people do it, but I know white folks they be out there playing with their kids. His own mother was suffering from cancer, Ramos said, and he could not risk being exposed to the coronavirus. He added that his son grew frustrated with COVID precautions about a month ago and refused to speak to him. Ramos has not seen him since. Quote, "My mom tells me he probably would have shot me too because he would always say I didn't love him," he told the Daily Beast. So I guess I don't know, like this dad makes it seem like he's just an all-in-all good guy, but he probably was kind of a little trashy dude a little bit, man, and that's why they was not having the best relationship. And also the fact that you weren't in your kid's life also probably led to this too. Ramos also faulted the boy's mother, Adriana Reyes, for not buying him more school supplies and clothes. He said his son was bullied at school for wearing the same high-water jeans every day, and that was the reason he ultimately dropped out. Attempts to reach Reyes for comment this week were unsuccessful. As far as that goes, that's beta male behavior to me. You got bullied for wearing the same clothes every day, so you drop out of school, something that has to do with your life. This is something that progresses your life, but you're so worried about what other people are saying that you're willing to take a hit for something that's going to affect you for the rest of your life. Now you could be the janitor at the school, but you're not going to graduate from school. That's beta male behavior, man. And at the same time, I heard this guy was working a job. So instead of going and buying 375 magazines or bullets and 2 ARs, why don't you buy some new jeans? Why don't you buy some new shoes? Why don't you buy a new shirt? It doesn't make any sense. You're an idiot. You're an idiot beta male loser. That's all there is to it, man. Sorry to say it, but if you don't agree, man, I just don't know what to tell you, man. You're probably just a nicer person than me, but I'm just gonna call it what it is. I think this guy was definitely putting up beta behavior, if you know what I mean. I think beta and loser are synonymous. I don't think beta means just like you're just a nice guy. I think beta would be like a pushover nice guy. But this guy here, yeah, I've had similar situations where I've been at school and my clothes weren't up to par. Maybe I didn't have a nice pair of jeans, or I've been wearing the same clothes for a little bit because, you know, maybe we were going through some hard times and kids made fun of me about it. And
I realized I was going to have to learn to survive or be destroyed.
I also know a few others that were made fun of mercilessly, like every day. And then there was one point where this kid, they would start marking his jeans to let them know if he wore the same jeans every day, so they would make fun of him. And he didn't go and shoot people up, and I didn't go and do anything. And I feel like I could have. You know, we had issues. Like, we had some issues. Like, my mom always did her best, but, you know, we did have our issues where if we were weak-minded, we could be like, oh man, I'm gonna get the gun. I'm gonna get the gun about it, man. That's lame. That's lame. You're a beta. Super lame, man. I guess it's kind of on the same level as another video I made before, where like you know, you're never stuck. There's always a way to figure out your situation or make it better, man. I guess, like, unless you're like a super little kid, but this dude was a grown man. You're 18, about to graduate high school. You're working. You have money of your own. Go and get some clothes. Go and get some shoes. Go and get a haircut, because you look like a beta male bitch. Let's get it. Next. Former classmates and families confirmed that the younger Ramos had been bullied in middle school for speech impediment, but some former co-workers and others who knew him said Ramos had an aggressive streak, and his internet history pointed to someone all too happy to descend into twisted boasting about guns and mass bloodshed. Yeah, if you want to hear more about that, I guess you could check out one of Black Light Revelation's live streams. He goes into a little more detail about some of the articles that talk about that stuff. Then we have a high school classmate told the Washington Post she had seen Ramos engage in multiple fistfights, and a former co-worker told the Daily Beast he was inclined toward harassing women he worked with. So he did work, and he harassed the women that he worked there, so he wasn't really a nice guy. He wasn't a good kid. He wasn't a smart kid, whatever the hell you want to say. I guess he was smart if he planned this out and all these little, he outsmarted the whole police force, but yeah, that's not a good credit to him. Anyway, man, but yeah, it's stupid. Like, and you're able, you know about fighting. It's not like you're just a beta male that doesn't fight. You're a beta male that knows how to fight, or that is willing to fight. Why didn't you fight those kids that made fun of you? And then also, when those kids made fun of you, not only did you not go and get those kids back, you went to the little kids and picked on the little kids. Because you're just that sorry of a sucker, man. You're garbage. Straight garbage. Quote, I don't think he was necessarily bullied, the classmate Nadia Reyes told the paper. He would take things too far, say something that shouldn't be said, and then he would go into defense mode about it. And I can see that, man. You got those guys that are just irrational. Like, a guy that I could think of is on the Duke and Don channel. There was this guy named Educated Tyrone or something, and somebody said something to him light. I think it was Grover said something to him real light or something. It wasn't nothing at all. And he took it to the point where he said, I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Like, and that's kind of what that makes me think of right there. You're taking it too far. You said something you shouldn't have said, but then somebody rebutted back to you. It probably wasn't anything bad, and you took it way too far. Idiot. Beta male, quick to anger. Again. But looks like the Reyes is spelling the Ramoses. Because his mama's name is Reyes, and she wouldn't buy him no clothes and school supplies. And this little girl here name is Reyes, and she outed him to the paper. But anyway, man, school supplies, man, that shouldn't be a hard thing to get either, man. Like folks to get out of the way till you at the school, man. You can ask for paper, ask for pencils, the teachers will look out for you. Like, it's not that hard. There's ways around. There's works around these things, man. There's a will, there's a way. Cliche, but hey, it's real. For his own part, the father has a lengthy criminal record, which includes at least one conviction for assault and causing bodily injury to a family member. He said he was currently estranged from his daughter, the gunman's sister, who he said was also upset with him for not spending enough time with the family. So the dad was a degenerate, because the sister also left, and she also left. So she said he wasn't spending enough time with the family, and you see that he's out here committing crimes himself. So that's probably where Ramos got that aggressive streak from. But he decided to take it another level. He was like, I'm going to get the guns. The sister, 21, joined the Navy and is no longer living at home. So not only did she not go out and do nothing crazy, she went ahead and didn't get stuck. She went ahead and tried to do something about her life. My daughter, I guess, changed her life. She went to the Navy, he said. I wish my son would have gone and changed his life. Yeah, he was a lost cause. Ramos said his son frequently complained about his maternal grandmother, who was in the hospital recovering from her injuries this week. He said he offered to let his son move in with his own parents, but that the teenager declined, citing the lack of Wi-Fi. So he's a spoiled little brat. I didn't even have no internet or Wi-Fi growing up. Cable was also a luxury. So yeah, this guy, I guess it's just the new kids. The teenager's final dispute with his maternal grandmother before he shot her was reportedly about his phone bill. So he probably wasn't paying the phone bill. He was racking it up, doing weirdo stuff on Twitch or the dark web or wherever he was getting the weapons. And she came and talked to him about it. Was like, hey, you're raising up the phone bill. You're raising up the phone bill. What are you doing? And he's like, no, mom, no. So like, yeah, man, spoiled. Sorry, little joker, man. He said his son had a girlfriend in San Antonio whom he and his family had been to visit, but he did not comment further on the teenager's social life, which classmates said had rapidly been declining. Yeah, see, I talked about it earlier. A bunch of students were saying, yeah, he was a weird guy. They had to stop hanging with him. And I wonder what his girlfriend has to say about it. Like, what is she... Like, what kind of person are you to be this kind of person's girlfriend? He added that he was speaking out because I want my son's story out there. Like, no, you don't need your son's story out there. He whack. He's evil. I don't want them calling him a monster. He is. They don't know nothing, man, he said. They don't know anything he was going through. Yes, they do. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have dealt with not having school clothes and being called ugly or the girl rejecting them that they wanted, and they bust through it and they kept on going and they got better. But yeah, your son, he was just broke. He couldn't cut the mustard. He was weak. That's all I got for it, man. He's a loser beta male, man. I don't really have nothing else to say about it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I think he was an evil guy. He was an evil guy, and his beta male kicked in, and you know what I say about the emotional, aggressive beta males. Those are the most dangerous ones. And he pulled it out and showed us that he was the emotional, aggressive beta male. But anyway, man, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. I'd love to hear y'all's opinions about it. If you watched to this point, thank you. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.